Chancellor for Kerala Technological University, has also joined, I believe.
Good morning, Dr. Abraham. Good morning, Dr. Rajeshri. It's welcome to the Sector Skill Council NASCOM team, along with Dr. Buddha from AICT. This is a joint collaboration within both of us, and thank you for making this effort to be a part of this whole program, sir. Thank you so
much. Good morning, Dr. Sandhya.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Thank you so much, ma'am. Even today being a festival day, you have made the effort. Thank you very much. Dr. Abraham, sir, how are you? Long time, sir.
It's been a long time. Actually,
yes, sir.
Well, good to see you, Dr. Sandhya. You look,
absolutely.
You look the very same cheerful self.
Thank you so much, Doctor. It's NASCOM and the team that keeps us going. So every time we think we have come to a table platform where we can actually rest, there's a new challenge that knocks on our door. And then we're all gearing up to meet. So wonderful to see you on the other side, sir. Gorgeous. Very nice. Because I did hear a lot of wonderful plans that Kerala is having for the future. So it's a welcome thing that we can support that initiative, sir.
We have given us a preview of the program, of the platform. I think we are also equally, excited.
Awesome, awesome, sir. Awesome, sir. Awesome. Because we would hope that almost as many people as possible start enrolling, and all enrollments till June. Most of the courses that I'm going to focus on and show to now, that will be freely available for all enrollments. Post that is all free, of course. So till June, if you make the enrollments, we have got all our industry to say that it should be available for the next 6 months. If you enroll by June, it should be available free. So we wanted to bring this on a fast forward mode. Subscription to the whole platform is free, sir. That is no, this is a massive, mighty funded GIA, sir.
I think the additional chief secretary has to be another person. So he had politely declined, but has conveyed his best regards and said that his organization will completely support this. Okay, so
definitely, sir. Definitely. So Dr. Rajeshri is here, and Professor Madhusudan Saji, sir, is already here. We'll take it forward from there, sir. Thank you so much for that information, Mr. Santosh.
I'm hoping to have Dr. Saji Gopinath also joining in soon. He is actually outside, so he said that, but he will just join in. So
definitely, sir.
Any time from now, whenever you feel like we can start the.
For sharp 10 will start, sir. Sharp 10 will start. Amrita, all ready from your end?
Yes, ma'am. We are live on YouTube.
Please permit everybody. It's coming up on the screen.
Everybody is being let in.
Good morning, dignitaries of the Kerala State Government of Higher Education Council, AICT, Vice Chancellors, Principals, Deans, Directors, faculty, and students. Welcome to the FutureSkills Prime Industry Academia Partnership. This time a year ago, indicators across industry sectors, geographic regions, and emerging technology suggested only one thing: growth. A year later, almost today, the reality of 2020 has been etched in history, wherein global supply chains, domestic trade, local area deliveries, workplace models, people's lives and livelihoods, all disrupted, with no prior risk models working the perception estimates of how the world and India may perform. We saw 8% of the global workforce transition to remote working within 3 to 4 weeks of mobility restrictions. Technology had and has become the savior, heralding the new normal, changing the way we live, learn, and work. However, a deeper look, one cannot miss the fact that the ongoing drivers of digitization have not been upended by COVID-19. They have further sharpened with heightened urgency to execute in months what was expected in years earlier. The focus is on delivering customer-centric solutions, though new data-led business models, while enabling hybrid work and mass-scale digital skilling. To enable the gig economy in Kerala, a harbinger of change, and to facilitate with agility relevant workforce, it is important that we position India as a talent hub of the future and the world. With this, we would like to share with you a solution, which is the FutureSkills Prime. We hope that this will actually, in the decade, will emerge as an accelerated decade, ushering a new world and the virtual future. Thank you so much. I now have the pleasure of actually welcoming Dr. Rajeshri, Vice Chancellor. I'm sorry, I'll have the pleasure of welcoming Dr. Buddha. Just give me a minute. My scenario seems to have got stuck. I'm just going back again, please. Just give me a moment, sir. Sorry, some technical glitch. Can you see my screen, everybody? Is it very visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. May I now have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Buddha Chandrasekhar, CCO NEET AICT, who will basically enable us and help us understand the emerging technologies and the power with which it's going to change the future of work and how we learn. Over to you, Dr. Buddha.
Good morning, all. My greetings to every Keralite for Attukal Pongala festival celebrations. It basically grabbed attention of Guinness Book of World Record twice. And it is a huge gathering of 2.5 million women. I mean, this is called a Sabarmalai for women. I think I think that's one of the festival, and we thank you every Indian for this celebration. And basically the students needs to upskill themselves to synchronize with industry requirements and fine tune their skills according to the industry demand. So NASSCOM, along with partnership with various other major stakeholders in India, and one of the stakeholders is AICT, we have identified few emerging technologies and professional skills like artificial intelligence, blockchain, big data analytics, cyber security, cloud computing, Internet of Things, robotic process, web mobile development, virtual reality, 3D printing, because we are receiving a huge investments. If you see in last 6 years, we have received more than 360 billion US dollars as investments to our country. So these are the technical skills which the student needs to upgrade or upskill themselves. And along with that, there are professional skills also very, very important, like problem solving, decision, design thinking, continuous learning, project management, negotiation and influencing, collaboration, product management, program management, digital leadership, communication and storytelling. I think these are the various areas, which they need to be proficient in 21st century. So we must support programs like NASSCOM FutureSkills that foster the new talent development and provide opportunity to upskill or reskill our students to master technology-focused skills. Because the current economy is completely driven by the technology-focused based skills in order to succeed in global economy. And yesterday I was reading somewhere, there's a small quote I would like to share. Learning is a weightless treasure you can always carry easily. What a beautiful quote. I mean, we all invite the faculty, institutes, as well as students to learn and grow with AICT partnered NASSCOM featured Prime Skills. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Buddha. It's indeed a pleasure to be partnering with AICT in this whole process. Thank you very much. Having today a lot of problems. May I now invite Dr. Rajeshri, Vice Chancellor APJ Abdul Kalam Technical University, to basically a few words. Over to you, Dr. Rajeshri.
Thank you, Dr. Sandhya. Good morning, everyone. We are very excited to see this program on Future Skills Prime, because from the university side, we have started thinking differently. In the sense, we are looking for how these add-on skills can be given to students, which can be part of the curriculum itself. So when we say part of the curriculum, it will be difficult to put all these subjects in the syllabi, because every stream of engineering has its own things to be packaged in the minimum skills that are prescribed by AICTE. But at the same time, how can we have these kind of skills imparted to students? We have seen you exposed us to these two types of skills, technical skills and professional skills. But beyond that, we are looking for a few more skills sets that can be given through different activities to the students. And apart from the mark sheets and grade card, how can we develop a portfolio for students which can be reckoned for their jobs and all? So that is the big picture that we have in mind. And definitely, this will be a very good ingredient to fit into that with respect to these two kinds of skills. So the challenge for us is to bring this to the domains of study and integrate it with the curriculum itself, so that rather than this becoming an add-on, there will be an organic gelling of the problems that they are solving in their respective domains, along with the skills that are coming from these two segments that you have been listing. So that's our intention, and we've already started working on it, and we will like to see that you will be able to provide it these kind of packaged inputs to fit into that whole picture, where the student portfolio can be given, and then badges can be given to various sorts of skills and all. So which will be a very fundamental change that we will be making in the university. From that perspective, I think it will be good to have how your courses are being, the courses that you have been designed will be incorporating these skills, etc. I would like to hear more from you with this introduction.
Thank you, Dr. Rajeshri. It is indeed a pleasure to hear you articulate your vision. May I now invite Professor Madhusudan, Vice Chancellor, Cochin University of Science and Technology, to say a few words.
Madam, I doubt whether he was able to make it, so he hasn't joined, so we may want to skip and move on to the next
Thank
dignitary.
you. Thank you, Mr. Santosh. May I now invite Sri Saji Gopinath, Vice Chancellor, Kerala University of Digital Science, Innovation and Technology, to please speak his thoughts.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Sandhya, and hearty congratulations to NASCOM for starting this very important and very relevant initiative. We know that both IT and electronic industry and industry 4.40 in general is actually going for a very exponential growth. NASCOM study says that from 194 billion, we are looking at growing to 350 billion in another 4 years. This means you are primarily almost doubling in just 4 years. That requires a large number of talent. And the best part of it is that with the COVID, we have now learned a new way of work culture. Provided we have the right skills to develop, we can actually address that. I'm sure that this program is going to take this. And we all know that when you look at Industry 4.0, the biggest challenge is that we require large talent in a very short period of time, which requires a very focused, large number of courses, which try to develop talent in abundance. And these courses which we discussed, I'm sure that is going to address that. I have only one point to make. If you look at the digital world, even today, there is a substantial amount of disparity. We know that of the digital wealth, 80% is actually concentrated on 2 countries. It's time that as a country, we need to actually leverage on the strengths which we had in the IT industry to leap forward into the digital world also. And I'm sure that this program is going to take a big leap forward in that. And from Digital University's perspective, we'll be extremely happy to be a part of this larger initiative to ensure that our students also gain from this moment. Thank you very much once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gopinath. Your words could not be more appropriate. May I now have the pleasure of requesting Mr. Santosh Krupp, CEO, ICT Academy, Kerala, who actually helped put all this program together, to speak a few words. Over to you, Mr. Santosh.
Thank you, Dr. Sandhya, and respected dignitaries who have joined today and all the participants who are in today. It is indeed a pleasure for us to connect with NASSCOM in this unique initiative. In fact, this is very timely. I'm sure Dr. Abraham would speak out more in detail about it. We have got it is like the convergence of every good thing coming together. On one side, we are, as a state, we are moving ahead in creating a scenario of building a knowledge economy for the state. On the other side, we are having the largest university, the Kerala Technological University, as Dr. Rajashree said, going and opening it up for all the newer industry relevant programs to be added into the curriculum. And then the formation of the new digital university, which is going to be of education of higher excellence in driving the digital program on professional education, be it higher graduation and research, etc. So it's a culmination of a lot of great things coming together, and we are a small entity trying to also participate in this. And to add to that is a national organization and a national initiative like what you are going to unveil today, coming together to Kerala, is nothing but a great fortune. And this is happening on a very auspicious day also for us today. So we are very glad, and as next stages, we will work closely with NASSCOM community and also work with the universities and the knowledge economy mission in taking this as an important ingredient of its growth in Kerala as a state, and also providing youths the opportunity to gain substantial knowledge, industry relevant knowledge, and obviously into their future careers. We understand that there are a lot of programs, not just skills, but also an internship. I saw a note saying that you have signed up a large internship program with Cisco, whereby around 20,000 students are going to get an opportunity. So, and we are also seeing that there are a lot of such things are in the pipeline. So this is definitely a great moment for the students also. We will definitely be in this journey. And we would also urge NASSCOM to join us in the journey of what the state is also trying to do. So thank you, and wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. It is indeed a pleasure to hear all of you say that our vision is your mission. It is really important. To give you a brief background, and the context of this is, with the onslaught of automation and the emerging technologies, we have identified and put our own house in order. So around about 2018, under the auspices of the Prime Minister of India, we launched what is FutureSkills. So with this initiative, we almost had put our own industry employees, who have actually 30 to 50% of them have actually become skilled in the emerging tech. So having put that, we actually now expanded the B2B program to the B2C, wherein which the Ministry of IT has actually partnered with us and as in a grant-in-aid program to enable the FutureSkills Prime, an aggregator of aggregator, which is AI-enabled, which is bringing 10 technologies, 55 job roles, and 155 skills to all Indian citizens. So this was launched by the Ministry of IT in November, and we are here today trying to bring together the various states in India to actually participate and actually enable this mission and dream of making India the digital hub and the talent pool for the world. So from here, may I now invite Dr. Abraham, who has been an old friend and a great proponent with NASSCOM, and we have worked massive changes and brought in a lot of difference to the world of work and education in Kerala, to basically launch this program for the state of Kerala.
Thank you, Dr. Sandhya. It's indeed.
May I now invite Abraham Ji to speak as the keynote to speak and bless us for this particular program. Over to you, Doctor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sandhya. Distinguished leaders of various sectors who have joined in this event. It's really a pleasure and a privilege, actually, and an honor to be part of this launch. And it's also good to meet Dr. Sandhya after, as she said, a very long period prior to which, as the Additional Chief Secretary of Higher Education, I've had the occasion to work very closely with NASSCOM in Kerala. First of all, let me congratulate NASSCOM for this very path-breaking initiative. I've had the privilege of being given a sneak preview, I would say, of the portal itself by Sridevi, Uday, and Sujit, the NASSCOM team, who gave us a good demo gave yesterday. And I can tell you very sincerely that I was so impressed by the versatile nature of the product that you have already launched. I was extremely impressed by the fact that you have already thought about industry collaboration on a very massive scale. And finally, and perhaps the foremost thing is that you have ensured that this portal is access to every student, every young person in India by making it affordable. Now it is free by proposing to make it affordable to everybody. That's indeed a great thing. We have been hearing about this talk about the knowledge economy, digital hub, India becoming the leader in the world, etc., for quite some time now. But I've always been troubled, apart from this talk, actually. I'm afraid to say that, I have to say that I couldn't see a kind of an architecture coming together. We talk about digital economy, but then digital economy or digital hub is not simply about technology alone. It is mostly to do with strategy. It is mostly to do with culture. And it is in this particular program, after getting exposed to the program, I find that there is a very clear, very well thought out, very well designed strategic element that has been built into the program. And I think that makes the program different, and that makes the program wholesome. The second element, is culture. We have to basically address the issue of ingraining into the nation's thinking process a culture of learning and a culture of adaptation. Culture of adaptation of technology is more linked to the market, but the culture of learning is something that has got to be very assiduously cultivated through conscious efforts, through strategy. And that is exactly what I am seeing in this platform. There is a vision there. As you go through the platform, you find that there is a very clear vision, and that vision is addressed to getting the bulk of our workforce onboarded into the platform. Now, as Santosh very rightly said, this comes at a very appropriate time for us. I currently chair the Kerala Development and Innovation Strategic Council, and this resonates with some of the programs that we have launched in Kerala. We have what is called the Accelerated Blockchain Development Program, where we partner with the Kerala Blockchain Academy, IIITMK, and most of all with the ICT Academy. The idea was to generate the largest pool of blockchain trained architects, developers, and solution providers for the industry. We have not achieved the kind of numbers that we set out to do, but the program is going very strong. So that's been a kind of an entry into the digital economy world. Through ASAP now, ASAP has actually forayed into a lot of digital technology courses, and they are making exceptionally good progress. But both these programs, when we designed the ABCD program and the ASAP program, we are looking basically at the supply side. So as a kind of an improvement on that thinking, now Government of Kerala has very boldly announced the knowledge economy, hub, converting Kerala into a knowledge economy hub in the country and perhaps for the world. And why I say this is very relevant for Kerala is Kerala, with its very high density of population, our hills actually are in the eco-fragile Western Ghats mostly. So the hilly region, the western side is practically, the Western Ghats is practically off development. And on the other side, we have the coast. The coast and the backwaters, you would know, are basically subject to coastal regulation zone restrictions in terms of development, in terms of building up. Therefore, Kerala has to continue and preserve its position as a net supporter or a net provider of human resources if Kerala has got to survive. So being on top of the digital economy is actually a matter of necessity for Kerala. If Kerala has to survive as a socio-economic entity, as it has done in the last several centuries, it has got to preserve this unique position that it has of being a very strong supplier of trained human resources. And therefore, this program, the Knowledge Economy Hub program that government has launched, basically the objective is colossal, I would say, massive. We are hoping to onboard 20 lakh young people onto the knowledge economy platform over the next 5 years and give them jobs. That's not a simple ask. It's a very tall order. And that is where the Future Prime Skills Prime platform of NASSCOM ideally fits in. When I saw that, I think Santosh and we share that excitement. We basically thought about this as a good medium that can directly plug in. It saves us years of development time actually to plug in to our system and then connect our children, the youth who are onboarded onto our platform directly into skill providing and provisioning, and then get them back onto the workforce ready for industry to pick them up. There are several facets of the knowledge economy model that Kerala has put forward, which for lack of time I will not go into. But let me conclude with just saying that there is a lot of opportunity for very fine tuned collaboration with NASSCOM, apart from simply becoming a customer of the or a client of the platform. I foresee a lot of opportunities where we can collaborate, where the platform itself can provide us APIs for linking into our own platform, and we can take this collaboration.
Correct.
And I think Kerala can probably set an example actually in showing how the Future Skills Prime model itself can be adapted to position to leverage India into becoming the knowledge hub or the digital emerging technology hub or the technology hub for the globe itself, for the world itself. So I would place on record our willingness, our eagerness to collaborate with NASSCOM and METI and take this initiative forward. With these words, I very proudly and very happily declare the platform for Kerala as launched. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Abraham. It could just music to our ears, and to know that this is one state that has created history before, and I'm sure will do it once again and be a trailblazer for every other state in the country. I would now request Mr. Venkatraman, Head Corporate Affairs and Academia in FutureSkills Prime NASSCOM, to take us through a live demo of this particular platform. Over to you. While he is doing so, I'd also like to inform everybody. Yes, please, over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sandhya, and good morning, everybody. With what I've heard from all the, I'm hearing some echo actually. Okay. So it's a pleasure to listen to Professor Alexander, Abraham, Dr. Rajashri, and Mr. Santosh. It gives a lot of confidence with what you said. It's sort of very evident that you're also thinking forward ahead of time. And what you mentioned, Dr. Abraham, is, well, I think with what you said and what others mentioned as well, Kerala would definitely become a digital talent hub, not just within India, but globally as well. And we really appreciate you coming forward and partnering with us. What I would do in the next few minutes is to just show you walk through the platform, how you can access that. So what you see on the screen is actually the FutureSkills website. And you will find a lot of important statistics as well as to this is about cybersecurity, how the cybersecurity skills are actually growing. The need for that is growing. And to get into the platform, you have an option of either signing up through the button which is there at the top, or you have a start learning for free at the bottom. So you can click either of them and you will actually land up into the sign up page. Now, there are various ways to sign up. You can actually use your Google ID. You can actually use your Facebook or your LinkedIn ID as well. Or if you have any other ID, you can use the sign up option and you can sign up to the process. It might take about a minute or two because you have to fill some basic details and then you'll be into the platform. Now, let me just log into the platform and just talk through about what is available because connecting with what others spoke about. So as Professor Dr. Chandrasekhar Buddha also spoke about, that FutureSkills actually focuses on 10 emerging technologies, which are the likes of AI, AR, VR, analytics, blockchain, cybersecurity, and so on. And it also focuses on 10 professional skills, which are the likes of collaboration, problem solving, digital leadership, product management, which again, we see already a huge dearth of people having those skills in the market. And several other areas like program management, project management, which are very, very relevant across the board, irrespective of which industry vertical the students are, the professionals are associated with. And then we have all these industry and government approved. We have these courses. I can just show you one on AI, for example. So all these curriculum, like we start from a foundation level, which is roughly about 40, 45 hours of course. These are all curriculum which are defined by the industry, approved by the government. These are all NSQF aligned. So it enables you to allocate credit as well. So these are from different partners. For example, the AI Foundations course is being offered by a partner called SkillUp, and this is free until 17th of May. So what it means is, even if you enroll on the 16th of May, you basically have 6 months to complete it. But we would encourage that you start leveraging that much sooner. And once you're done with the foundation, you get a little deeper into the technology area, and that's where you have specific courses on, say, machine learning, fundamentals of data analytics. And these courses that you see here are also free. And all of these are NOS aligned, which means, again, you can allocate credit as well. So this is more in terms of, I'm just showing it as an example. You will see a similar format across all technology areas and the professional skills as well. Just take an example of, say, problem solving. I also want to mention about these digital fluency modules. So what we have done is, using all the experts, we have curated these short modules, which are like 30 minutes modules. And you can actually get into any of these modules. And the intent of these modules, be it the technology area or the professional skill, is to just build digital awareness. The intent is not to really make somebody an expert, but this is more like a starting point. And once you complete this half-an-hour module, you will be able to get this digital badge, a similar digital badge, which you will be able to share on your LinkedIn profile as well. And recently we've heard some stories, we yet to get testimonials, but some students have posted that, and it has garnered some attention from the corporates as well. So they've got some calls from corporates saying that, would you want to intern with us and all that? So which is a great sign that this is being accepted and valued by the industry as well. So if you look at these curated content, these are basically different types of content which have been handpicked from the open web and stitched together in a very logical sequence, so that at the end of it, you have a definite outcome that you achieve. And you will have a quiz as well. It is more of just to assess whether you have understood the concept. At the end of these half an hour, you actually earn this badge. So similarly, we have a course which is called Connecting the Dots for Problem Solving. This is from one of our partners, and this is available till 17th November. Right? So this is a great course, especially in today's context. It's a very relevant course that people can avail. So these are the way the content is structured on the platform. And you also have at the end a few things about software tools and programming languages. Right now, you'll find a course on Python because that's something which is very prominent in today's world. So we have put in that as well. What you see as a red icon is a chatbot. You would have seen that in the sign up page as well. So if you're stuck anywhere in the platform, you have any issues or you have a problem navigating, identifying where it is, you could use the chatbot. Yeah, and if at all the chatbot per se is not able to address it, you can reach out to the agent as well through the same chatbot and get your queries resolved. Now, beyond that, when I move into, say, the My Learning tab, this is very interesting because depending on the interest areas that you choose, you get a lot of feed. For example, we are also starting, this is of course in Karnataka, and we're more than happy to run a similar campaign in Kerala as well. We are doing this initiative called March for Secure Code. This is basically done along with the Center of Excellence of Cybersecurity in Karnataka. And we're launching this program for all the colleges in Karnataka. And the good thing is we've already got about 13,000 registrations. And this is getting started on Monday. So if there is an interest, we could look at similar thing to be done in Kerala as well. Then you have something called a skill passport, which is very important. So all the learnings that you do, you can actually, there is a gamification. So there are points which are allocated depending on the activity that you on the platform. And this, again, within the college or within the university, you could actually use it. There is a leaderboard. You can use it to just build in the competitive spirit. As Dr. Abraham also mentioned, that learning is something which is continuous. And this could actually help build that culture of continuous learning. And then this is, it shares the where you left off. I was just showing you this content. So if I want to go back, I can go from here. And the skills passport is where you see all your badges that you have earned on the platform, right? And there is an option to share it on LinkedIn as well. And if you want to add any more certificates that you have acquired, you can add that as well. So that's, the idea is to just have all your credentials that you have earned in one place, so that becomes easy for you. The next thing which I would like to show you is something called the groups. Of course, we create a closed group for particular university colleges as well. But what I would like to show you here are some open groups. The first one that you see as Campus to Corporate, again, something that we built along with the ICT. This is roughly about a 14-hour duration. We call it as a Digital 101. There are 3 modules, and at the end of it, you have an assessment as well. And once you clear the assessment, the students or the faculty, they get a certificate, which will be, it's a co-branded certificate with the ICT as well. And the idea here is more about preparing the individuals to get a fair idea and awareness about the key technology areas and the professional skills as well. And how would this help? The intent is to make the students more comfortable about these technology areas, so that be it the interview, be it the group discussions, they can actually be more confident. And as also I recollect what Dr. Abraham also mentioned, is this is more about changing the mindset. The more you understand the technology, you'll be able to appreciate that and realize what more it can be done through the technology. So it's more about shifting the mindset as well. So we have this Digital 101 module, which we see a lot of traction over the last, I think, couple of weeks. There are almost like 500 plus people who have completed this certification across various colleges. Then there is also about, we spoke about the internship, because while you learn on the platform, today, one of the gaps which exists is to get a practical hands-on experience. And that is where, for the first time, yesterday, in fact, we had the launch along with the ICT. This is the Cisco Cybersecurity Internship Program. They are currently offering 20,000 internship programs. And if you get into this particular group, you'll have to join for the first time, and you will have all the information about this program. The card actually talks about that this is open for the 2nd and 3rd year students. What are the prerequisites? So there are these 2 modules that people need to complete. One, of course, is optional. The other one is mandatory. Once you complete that, you become eligible to apply for the virtual internship program. And the enrollment or the registration starts from 8th of March, and it is valid till 31st March. But please remember, this will be on a first come, first serve. So the sooner, the better. So these are the 2 courses that I talked about. They're available here. And finally, on the last, you'll be able to see how to navigate. Once you're done with this, you actually need to go to this internship portal, AICT internship portal, register yourself, and you apply for this internship. You upload your certificates that you have earned by completing these courses, and then you become eligible for the particular internship program. And of course, it's Cisco who would actually, Cisco Networking Academy, they would actually evaluate the applications and choose the ones who are going to take the internship. Similarly, this CISEC is what I mentioned. This is something that we're doing in the state of Karnataka, which is going ahead on Monday. So this is again an open group. Beyond that, you have a search capability. So if I want to search something on, say, agriculture, for example, right? So it's just an ease of navigation. So you see a lot of content here which are related to agriculture, how tech is being used in the field of agriculture, right? From 3D printing to big data analytics and other things. So you could use the search option as well to navigate through the platform much easier. Other than that, you have this notification. So if you're following a particular channel, like if I'm interested in AI, and if there are any new content that are coming in or any new sort of these campaigns which are running, you'll be notified here. And the other important piece which I want to let you know, while this was mentioned earlier, access to this particular platform is absolutely free for all Indian citizens above the age of 18, right? So we strongly encourage everybody to go leverage this whole lot of high quality content which is available here. And as it was mentioned earlier, it's not just the content partners. We also have the industry contributing a lot. As you saw from Cisco, Similarly, we have Microsoft, AWS, Adobe, all of them who have curated content, which are aligned with the curriculum as well and available on the platform. Beyond this, you have the My Guide. This is more in terms of a self-help. If you need any help in navigation and all that, you can use the self-help videos. It will help you navigate and address your questions. So that's a brief view in terms of what this platform has to offer. And it has much more. I would let you explore that in the paucity of time. But it's just a wonderful place. And we've seen a good traction. In the last 3 months, we already have about 160,000 users who are using this platform. Close to about 37,000 people have already enrolled for courses. A lot of them have completed it. And the momentum is just building up. So with that, I'll stop here and pass it on back to Dr. Sandhya.
Thank you so much, Venkat. Thank you, Venkat, for this very clear articulation of the walkthrough FutureSkills Prime. I would now try to bring together the thoughts that we had put forth and say how Kerala, the universities and the colleges and the various ICT Academy and every academic institution and even employers can actually use this platform. Specifically for the academic community, we would like to bring in a three-pronged approach so that we focus, and at least in the next few months, we can trial this out. So the first is to do a placement prep program. The second would be a professional development for faculty. And the third we would like to focus on is the second and third year internship. Venkat and I will take you through these details. He has basically articulated in his walkthrough the FutureSkills platform how this emerging tech is actually a cross-functional application across all industry sectors. So colleges who are B.Tech, engineering, technical colleges and universities, and then the non-engineering too can actually use this very, very well to get themselves ready for their job opportunities. So the Digital 101, as is being said, is a completion certificate. And it is, once again, I would just reiterate that it is a joint certification with AICTE. So we urge everyone to take this up as a priority to start this journey on the FutureSkills Prime platform. And the next piece is the foundation courses. Very interesting, as you know, the AI, big data, 3D printing, cloud computing, cybersecurity, IoT, augmented virtual reality, blockchain, 3D or additive manufacturing, and the list goes on. All of these are very critical, but we have actually got industry offering their own courses, which are pretty expensive on their own, but being made available on this platform at no cost, at least till June, right? You can see that very clearly, it is there. So areas like artificial intelligence, big data, cloud computing, UX and IoT, these seem to be the priority for everybody. But one of the things I would like to mention here, that all of these have, as per the Ministry of Skills and Entrepreneurship, as well as the NCVT, it has been actually mapped to what we call an NCVT, NSQF alignment. So National Skills Qualification Framework. That opens a new door for us because under the National Education Policy, anything that is basically going to be NSQF aligned has got credit equivalence, which means that for 15 hours of theory, about 30 hours of practical and 45 hours of experiential learning, you can award a credit. And these courses here range from about 45 to about 51 hours. So I would urge all the universities, as Dr. Rajeshri has also said, and Dr. Gopinath, is to actually integrate it into the program of learning, not offer it as an additional, which means by the end of their program of official learning cycle, they are actually going to be ready for the market. So these are very critical pieces that we would encourage you to take on a war footing. From here on, I will look at the faculty, because while we actually prepare the students, it is the faculty that basically Guru Govind has to actually come into play. So we offer the faculty the same opportunity, and if they will basically take this on and make it a part of their professional development, and if this was made mandatory from the Department of Higher Education, it will actually pave the way for future students to be actually enabled in the hands of professionals. So from here onwards, we have offering another bouquet of programs which are very critical. Vulnerability assessment for AppSec course, Introduction to Cybersecurity, Cybersecurity Essentials, Azure Security, Cloud, Machine Learning, and Fundamentals of Data Analytics. This is a bouquet of offerings that we have got right now. Again, it's free, and you can see it's from Microsoft, AWS, Cisco, and from certain training providers who are actually the front end for many of our member companies. They again range from about a short period of 8 hours to about 52 hours. But having the professional faculty take this on, they can once again integrate it because these are all mapped to the NOSIS. You know that qualification packs are all having what you call a set of modules which are called National Occupation Standards. And each one of them, both in the domain as well as in the professional skills category, are both aligned to the NSQF level, which again opens the door for, under the choice-based credit system, for you to integrate it into their professional learning program. So we urge actually all the professors and faculties to actually take this on and integrate it. If this works, we will actually bring in much more, so that we are constantly going to have and enable an educational system, especially in Kerala with leaders like Dr. Abraham, to see that we are going to be in a very agile fashion, always relevant. So you will not have this industrial academia gap with regards to the skills that are required or the knowledge that is essential to actually reposition this country in the global scenario. From here onwards, I would just once again bring this online internship program back together. And Cisco is just one company. With Dr. Buddha's help, we are basically aiming to bring in a large number of our member companies to have a single point of contact for internship in the country. And that will be the AICT portal, from where they will go and hyperlink further to the FutureSkills Prime and take it. This particular piece is almost a 90-hour program. Right? And it shows also that 20,000 plus is just a start. It's in the beta phase. And every one of this, again, has been mapped to the NSQF levels, which means, again, you can integrate it. It's a part of the professional learning or career opportunities for students, and it is also credit equivalent. Here, I will just urge Venkat to actually give you a bit more detail on the proposed timelines for the Cisco Networking Academy virtual internship program. Over to you, Venkat.
Thanks, Dr. Sandhya. And I just touch upon this particular slide. I just want to talk about Digital 101 in the foundation as well. So these are again tested in the industry as well. I just want to reiterate that because in the B2B space, we have seen a huge adoption of Digital 101 and foundation courses as well, not just for their existing workforce, but for the future workforce as well. So we're bringing to you something which is already tested in the corporate world. And so you can be rest assured the quality is something which aligns with what the industry requires. Now, coming back to the Cisco particular internship program. So if you look at the timeline, as I mentioned during the walkthrough as well, people can actually start in signing up on the FutureSkills Prime. As I showed you in the open group, you can actually start finishing your prerequisites. You can complete those 2 modules which are required. And then the registration actually starts from the 8th of March, and it will be there till 31st of March on the AICT Internship Portal. And on the FutureSkills Prime, there is also a link provided. So once you're done with the prerequisites, you can actually go to the AICT Internship Portal and apply for that internship. Right? And you will have steps to follow there. You'll have to, at a certain point, you'll have to upload your certificates that you have garnered and then submit the application. And the selected students, as you see on the timeline here, the people who are shortlisted and selected, they would become part of the NetAcad cybersecurity courses. The Cisco will actually do some faculty coordinator orientation onboarding, which will start from April 7th to 10th. Then there are industry sessions that we planned for the selected students. The students will actually then work on a project and complete it, which is between the April 20th and the 30th. And after that, they appear for a final quiz. And people who actually clear that will get an internship certificate, which will be again a co-branded certificate. So this is more in terms of timeline. But please remember, while it might appear as a 20,000 internship, this is actually open across. So don't wait until the end of March because it's going to be on the first come, first serve basis. The earlier you actually grab on that, it'll be much better. So this is more in terms of the journey that I talked about. It's a similar thing which is just portrayed in a pictorial format. Back to you, Dr. Sandhya. Dr. Sandhya, you're on mute.
I would like to articulate, and thank you, Venkat, for this. I would like to articulate, which is in point number 8 on this visual student internship journey, virtual internship journey, is that the fact that all our industry members, just like Cisco, will be having their own Cisco certification, but it will also have a joint, logo share with AICT's logo as well as the NASSCOM FutureSkills Prime logo on it, which means it's going to be applicable right across the board. So please take on this opportunity as the best and make this work for you. Before we end this particular cycle, let me just, I have to place on record a few thoughts as well as some scenarios that I must share with you. One is that this has been the brainchild of one of our key architects, and that is Mr. Amit Agarwal, the CEO of the Sector Skill Council. And the lady behind all of this who has made this FutureSkills Prime, Ms. Kirti Seth, who has basically enabled all of this, basis which that all of us are working to bring this aggregator platform to the world. I have to put on, thank Dr. Buddha and Professor Sahasrabudhe, who has made this possible for all of us to collaborate, the state government of Kerala, the Ministry of IT for actually enabling this, and of course my own team, which is Mr. Venkat, Sujit and Dinesh, Uday, Sridevi, and all of us who are here to make this beautiful opportunity, and I hope everyone will take it to strength to strength. Ms. Kirti, would you, if you're available, would you like to say a few words?
Ma'am, Miss Kirti, I think is not available.
All right,
She had to
sorry.
step out.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Santosh. Would you like to say a few words before we close the program for today?
No, I'm fine, Dr. Sandhya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's been more like a family gathering for all of us. Thank you. And then sharing this the time with us to basically see that we can have this partnership going. The connect will be with Mr. Uday at NASSCOM.in and Sridevi at NASSCOM, who will now connect with each one of you as at the various universities so as to get you onboarded as a community, and subsequently faculty can get onboarded too. So please go to the Prime platform ASAP and start your journey so that we can have a vision and a mission that we can achieve collectively. Thank you, Dr. Abraham. Thank you, Dr. Rajeshri, Dr. Saji Gopinath, and thanks to the Department of Higher Education who has assured that they will be behind the power and the wind beneath the wings of ours. Thank you so much.